So Max is gonna make a quick roll. Actually, no. That's not what's gonna happen. Sorry. So you're gonna turn around, and there's going to be a very loud slam. Because when you came down the stairs, there was that set of doors. Those doors have shut behind you. They're not locked, but they've shut behind you, and they're very heavy.
Okay.
And Traeger is going to yell from across the room, "You cunt! I thought you were smart enough to understand. I thought you were smarter than this, Anna."
Oh boy.
I'm still gonna, since I hear the doors close, I'm gonna try and open up the doors.
Are you gonna go for the doors?
Yes.
Okay.
Getting the fuck out of here as fast as you can.
As you do this, Max is going to lift his gun, but at the same time, I need you all to make an initiative roll.
Oh boy.
What's that?
So you take your die, you roll it, whatever your number is, you add that to your initiative.
Yeah, your initiative modifier, so he's got a 2. Ooh, shit. And then I'm 1 second, and then I'm going to get all your initiatives. I'm just gonna write it down.
Are you going to bed, Becca? Good night.
Hello. All right. Let's just make another. Oof, that's not very good. All right. I need initiatives for you guys.
So I got a 9.
You got a 9 for Anna.
Caitlin's talking to Becca. Give her just a second.
That's a 10 for Max. You're fucking lucky. The Wendigo got like a 2. Damn it, Riley. You got me in like one go.
What do you mean I got you in one go?
You had me pegged straight up.
Wait, wait, what do you mean I had you pegged?
I mean, you had the Wendigo thing like right off the bat.
Oh, I knew that was coming as soon as like this entire thing started.
Yeah.
That's what I had in my head.
Oh, for Dyatlov?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Sorry. I was like, I wanted to tie in the sleep experiment because it's like, they went crazy down there as something they did fuck them up. Like I was trying to combine creepypastas. Like,
well, it was either that or like vampires.
I was gonna do organ theft, honestly, but I wanted to keep it simple.
Yeah. Wendigo will do that.
Yeah, in the anthropology aspect, like it's not the Wendigo, but it's a version of the Wendigo. It's like a new Russian equivalent. Like whatever the fuck they were doing created something that is akin to what like you would see in like Native American culture.
Yeah.
No, super fun. But these things have been down here for so long and locked up that like they're not getting a lot of food and Traeger's fucking crazy. So
yeah. 1 second.
Oh yeah.
Good night, sister.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Becca.
Well,
No promises.
Sleep well, Becca.
I gotta rehire those woodpeckers.
What?
That would be awesome. Oh, woodpeckers have been terrorizing the 3 of us for like since we lived here.
Oh, poor people. Put out an actual like bird feeder for them or something, or like suet, like hanging suet. They prefer that. Like they'll go for that and stop.
We might have to try that then. All right, Caitlin, you ready?
Yeah, sorry.
What'd you roll?
All right.
Oh, I didn't know what to roll.
Roll a d10 and add your initiative modifier to that value.
Sorry, I got
You're
it.
good. 8?
8, 9, 10.
Holy shit. All right.
We're gonna die.
So Traeger goes first. Here's my order. It's Traeger, Max, Anna, Kov, and then the Wendigo. Because it's a fucking Wendigo.
Yeah.
I just dropped the dice. I don't know where it went. I'll look for it later.
All right,
Do I have
so
another willpower since I was being courageous again?
you know what, Riley? Even though it was shitty and you only got him a little bit, and actually, I need to mark a bashing on him.
I didn't successfully. I didn't get any successes. He wouldn't take any damage.
Yeah, okay. It was just like
he
it
got like a
fucking
flesh wound.
hurt. Yeah, he was just like, Jesus, ow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Right. So
We're all gonna die.
it's great. You don't know that. Traeger is going to he doesn't have any weapons on him because he's just staying there. He's just going to roar at the top of his lungs, "Wake up!"
Oof.
Like, and the Wendigo on the table is going to start to stir and just leap up and kind of get in position, like, you know, until dawn shit.
How about no?
Yeah. And then Max is up because that's all Traeger can do. And he's going to, Traeger is going to duck down under the medical table and hide. Max.
What? Oh, Traeger is going to. I was about to say
Max has the gun up. So Max is going to fire a shot into the Wendigo. So he has a gun, and I apologize. He has no firearms.
So that would be a dexterity minus.
Yeah, it's going to be his dex -1, and it's a +1, so he's just going to roll 2 for dex.
So hang on. So
what?
The damage of the gun, you also roll that.
Oh yeah, that's. God, I can't remember what that was. Let me pull it up.
A revolver is more than likely going to be 2, or if it's a heavy revolver, it's 3.
It's a light, so it's a damage of 2, right?
Yes, that'd be correct. And it has a range. It would be 15, 30, and then.
So 2d10.
16.
Yeah, he's not even that far away.
Yep. Toss in a willpower, man.
Okay,
You know what? He will burn a willpower.
Yeah.
Can you remind me to bring the treatment tomorrow so I can fix Becca's?
Hey! Oh. All right, that canceled out that. But you got 2 successes.
Good man.
Yep. Yes, man. So who's gonna roll damage?
After
That
this battle
is
scene, we should
5.
Be done, right?
What?
After this battle scene, we should be done, right?
Yeah, this is it.
Because Riley and I need to head over to like the Dollar Tree and see if they're open, so I can get some notebooks for.
I think they close at 9
classes.
o'clock.
It's been from
So
like.
I'm gonna pick you up in the morning, or I'm picking you up tomorrow again, right?
I guess.
Or I'll just come over to your house and we can take care of that. Okay?
Okay, we'll just bring Becca's blanket.
Yep.
And we'll take care of that.
Cool.
Okay.
He dealt 7.
So how many successes did you get?
I got 2 successes. I'm trying to
So-
calculate damage because I'm shit at damage.
That's just 2. That's 2 damage.
Oh, because he got per success.
Yes. So
So 4.
yeah. Don't
So-
overcomplicate it.
No, he shot Trigger. Trigger has a defense of 3.
So if you have a defense, you subtract that from your dice roll. So you might need to re-roll that.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that. Sorry, it's been so long.
It's all good.
We haven't been playing.
It's all good. Shit happens.
So he popped a willpower. It was a dice roll. Oh fuck.
That's why Zoom is important.
So it's his dexterity plus the firearm skill. He doesn't have it, so it's a -1.
No, and then it was a +1 for the gun. So
+2 for the gun.
Is it a +2?
The gun does 2 damage, so that's 2 dice you roll.
Okay.
Then minus the defense.
Thank
There
God
you
he
go.
popped a willpower. Oh! Okay, 10 still good. He still did 2 damage. So
Hey.
Traeger took 2 lethal.
Perfect. He broke my heart. We're gonna break his body.
Okay, so he had 8. It's down to 2. All right. And that was Max, and Max is immediately going to try and reload the revolver. All right, Anna, you're up.
So are we each of us over by the entrance by the stairs now?
Yeah, you're close to the door.
Okay. So Is it a door to the stairs? Like an actual door?
Yeah. So, like, you would have to, like, really force those open because they just...
Okay. Okay, I'm going to keep my movement action, and then my normal action will be basically to get that fucking door open.
Okay. Cool.
Cool. What am I rolling? Am I just doing
Give me a, strength plus brawl.
Cool. Well, I'm going to use my last willpower again.
Oh my god. I need you to make a roll to see if you're a blubbering mess after this.
I will, and I got a critical fail.
Oh shit.
All right, so you're going for the door,
I'm trying to open up the door, yeah.
and you crit failed,
Yeah.
even with the willpower. So you go for the door, you grab onto it, and you slip on something, and you just fall.
Oh,
Now give me a result in composure, please.
oh boy. Cancel each other out. So
You
0.
did not pass. So
But
you
did not fail.
No, so you're just kind of in a ball and in check.
Yeah, I'm like on the floor, and I'm like, fuck.
Yep. Probably crying a little bit because this is Traeger.
Oh, for sure.
Up next, Cov.
Don't fuck up. Get out of here. Leave
Then what do
me.
you do?
This is all my fault.
Okay, I'll try to go for the door.
You go for the door.
I'm
Strength
gonna,
plus
like-
brawl.
Well, can I first, like...
Yeah.
Where is she? Can I, like, move her to the side a little
Yeah,
bit?
she just fell in front of the door. So it would probably take. So if you're not going to attack, I would say if you need to move her, I'm going to require that to be an action because you'd probably have to pick her up.
So basically, for the role-wise, like actions, you basically have your like a movement and then an action, if that makes sense. She can choose to not do like her movement and do like a basic action, kind of like.
Well, it would still have to be a movement. She'd have to pick you up physically to move
that's
you.
that is not a movement. That is an actual action.
Well, yeah, sorry. She'd have to do that and then to also open the doors in the same turn. That would be a separate action because it's going to be a strength plus brawl.
Exactly. So like pushing me out of the way and then trying to open the door. That is
Like,
what she can
physically-
get done.
You think she could? Because like she'd physically pick you up and move you.
She wouldn't have to physically pick me up. She can push me off to the side to get.
I
to
was
the
gonna
door.
say you're in a ball on the floor, but yeah, no, go ahead. I'll allow it just because this is getting.
Oh, do I have
Working
to
out some
make a
kinks.
roll for that?
Yeah, give me a strength plus brawl because you're trying to grapple her out of the way. And you're not gonna have any minuses except for your standard shit if you don't have brawl, just because she's a light thing. It's probably not very responsive.
Probably not.
Wait. Oh, okay. Well, this is a one shot. And I got a 5. So no.
Fuck. All right. No, you do not succeed, so she's still in the way.
Alright. What I will try to do the door then.
You're gonna try and push it with her in front of it?
That would you would get minuses, but go for it.
Yeah,
Okay,
take like a negative. Ooh, fuck. You've got a person blocking the door. -2.
Okay. I'm going to spend a willpower then because I still have my 5.
Beautiful. This is the time to spend those.
Yep.
Okay. Unlike Riley over there who spent them way too many times. Is it also a strength plus?
Bro.
Why is it
Because it's a steel door. And you are grabbing that handle and you're pulling.
Okay. Oh, that's Becca. There we go. Oh wait, I need to take one back. There we go. No, I struggle bust that shit.
Did you crit?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, you do not succeed.
Yeah, no.
So that's your turn.
Yeah.
We're getting raped by a Wendigo.
We're all gonna die.
Wendigo's pretty good speed. Speed of 9. You're like about 10 feet away. It's pretty tall. That Wendigo's gonna lunge for you. So I'm actually going to make the roll.
For who?
The Wendigo to make a lunge.
At who though? You
Oh,
said you.
the closest person is probably gonna be Max because the two of you are at the door.
Yeah.
Actually-
like, you gotta be specific because I don't know.
Hold
who
on.
you're
It's a
saying.
Wendigo. It's going for the close-up. Hold on. Actually, give me a second because this could get funny really quickly. Also, bless you.
The Wendigo. Ow, that really hurt. Fuck that.
You're all right.
Whenever I have a sore throat and I sneeze, it fucks up my sore throat.
Ish. I'm sorry. Brandon's been going through that too. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. All right. Where's triggers? Okay. So Window's gonna make I'm just gonna use triggers stats because I can't pull up my Wendigo. So Wendigo is going to make a quick lunge, not towards the two of you, but under the table.
Oh boy. Hey,
Um,
damn.
Yeah, he's the closest one, because Traeger's a dumbass. So strength plus, let's go dex. Because he's just doing a lunge and it's just a Wendigo and has no skills.
Yep.
He's a corpse. Ooh. Ooh, he got a success. So he lunged under the table, and then he's got a claw. It's a lethal. So I would say I'm going to use his strength dex.
Are you? Is he? Using,
Oh,
like,
he's
clawing
just-
at him? That would be a weaponry. Strength.
It's a Wendigo. It doesn't have any weaponry.
I know, but it's.
I'll
the
just do
roll.
a roll for 2. Yeah. Okay then.
Yeah.
That would be a -1. So just
Because
roll
are you
2.
counting? Are you counting his like his claws as like daggers?
Yeah, like knives.
Yeah. Then you could do that, or if you built it with brawl, it would be one of those two.
Yeah, Wendigo is literally straight up just stats, no skills, because it's a corpse.
Well, yeah, no, but like he would have skills too, like brawl. Like when I built my zombies, they had skills still.
Well, a Wendigo's not quite the same as a zombie. I don't know how to explain it. I lost the sheet for him. Like, it's literally not working for me. Yeah. So, you know what? I will use Brawl. I'm just going to use Traeger stats because Traeger has Brawl. So he's going to go with Strength plus Brawl
Okay.
for the sake of continuity. Sorry, because I don't have a sheet, I have to run on the fly.
Yeah, that works. Good practice.
And with a scream, Traeger took 2 lethal damage.
That'll do it.
So don't run at the Wendigo. Got it.
God, no. Fuck. God.
And we're back up to Traeger, who is going to use his movement to scramble from under the table and away from the Wendigo. And he's going to run for the stairs. And he's going to run for it. So he's going to use a stamina and athletics. Please fail, because this is... Oh my god. Okay. He barely made it up the stairs towards
The door was
Max.
open. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Up the stairs of the recessed area towards Max.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to be his movement because he had to scramble out from under the table and he only had 1 success. So that's his turn. So, Max is reloading the revolver.
Why? So when you fire, you're firing 1 round. Unless Max is doing like a burst fire, then he could pull the trigger multiple times. So he doesn't need to reload.
It's like a really shitty, like, gun.
It's still a revolver. It would have
All right.
at least
Well,
5 rounds.
yeah, I'd say he has 5. Max is going to roll. God, gotta pull up his shit. I was so not prepared for this. I'm so sorry.
If you need help on the technical aspect, let me know.
This is working out the kinks too, thank God.
Yep.
So Dex plus weaponry. Dex is a 1, is a 2. He has no firearm skill. But it's a +1, thank God.
Mhm.
And he's gonna pop another willpower, which pops him down to 3. So that he could still make the 1 roll.
Yeah.
Fuck. No, he missed.
Yeah.
All right, so Max made a shot. So now he's down to, let's see, 3 bullets. Okay, next up is Anna.
Okay, I rolled a composed roll again. I am composed with 1 success.
Thank God.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to get up and I'm going to do my best to get this fucking door open with one. With
Strength
my one,
plus brawl.
yeah, with my one measly die. With a 10. Okay, come on, keep it going. No roll. Another 10. Okay,
Can I
Caitlin, I might need
add
you
to
to
this?
confirm this. Jesus.
No,
Well, hold on. He's got 2
trust-
successes.
I got 3 successes for the door.
Door's open.
Yes. Okay. I will start. I will actually hang on. I will turn around and would I have enough time to quickly reach into the med kit in my backpack?
What for?
Alcohol.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, because you just wrestled the door open, and you had outstanding successes. So yes.
Yep. And then while I grab matches.
And that'll be in your first aid kit. All right. Yeah. Okay. Kosurakov, your turn.
Yes. I see that the door is open, and I don't completely run back through the hallway. I get past the door frame and I keep an eye out and try to make sure that Max reaches the door before Michael does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're standing guard at the door to make sure everybody gets out.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Cool.
yell for Max. I'm gonna be like, Max, come on.
Is that it?
Yes.
Wait,
Okay.
hang on.
Wait.
Perfect time, because all you did was talk. Hold your action.
Yeah, you're gonna hold your action if you want to.
Yeah.
What does that do?
So you're gonna hold your action. You have to use that action by the end of the round.
And
So,
the end of the round is the Wendigo in about 5 seconds.
yeah. So if the Wendigo starts doing something that you don't like, you can be like, I'm gonna intervene right here. So for example, if the Wendigo goes to leap at Max, you can be like, I'm going to do my best to punch this fucker.
Okay.
All right. Good to go?
Mhm.
The Wendigo is gonna lunge for Traeger.
Yes.
Wendigo, buddy.
Yeah, so it's going to be in athletics plus dex. It's a lunge.
Since the
Ooh.
Wendigo is lunging, am I allowed to run in and start tugging Max towards the door?
Sure, you can start doing that.
Okay.
You can do that while he's lunging. So he's lunging for Traeger, and he succeeds. So then it's going to...
I'm going to start.
Oh, sorry, let me.
All right, so strength plus brawl for a claw. And that is 3 successes. So Traeger's going to take 3 damage. So Traeger is now bloody and weak.
And
Traeger,
I'm going to start going after Max and pulling him towards the door.
okay. So that's your action that was held. And then as Traeger goes down, he's going to scream at the top of his lungs, Anna, help me!
Oh, fuck nah.
God.
Anna,
gonna be
please
composed
roll a
now?
composure check, because you've been in love with this man for how long?
This bitch is dead to me. Give me a second.
Even though you slept with your department head. Game's almost over, so it doesn't really matter at this point.
No successes, no fails.
You're out of willpower.
Yes, indeed I am.
What are you gonna do? It's going to affect you straight up, so you're gonna have to at least hesitate.
Well, I'm already planning on throwing this glass bottle of alcohol at him and lighting it on fire, so I will cry while I do this the whole time.
Okay. So that's the Wendigo's turn. He got Max. He's almost got Michael. He almost got his kill. So we're back up at the top, and that's Traeger, and he's down, and he's going to move for Max and Kosurakov.
So, question.
Yeah.
How many empty boxes does he have of health? Like, how many are empty?
He's got 1 left.
So he is going to take negative -2 to all of his rolls since he's.
That's what I figured, because he's going to try and move. So
And
I'm
then
going to make him roll athletics plus dex.
Yeah, and then as soon as he's full of lethal, he needs to start making resolve plus composure rolls to not bleed out.
I figured, because I remember this from your campaign. So yeah, I figured that was the case.
And then he'll start
and he didn't even make it anyway. He's struggling super hard.
And then as soon as he is, if he takes more damage past lethal of his health, it starts becoming aggravated. As soon as it hits aggravated and it's full, he's dead.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's almost there. He's almost dead.
Perfect.
All right, so top of the round. Back to Max, who is going to take your cue and is going to run with you, Kosurhov. So he's just going to combine all his movements into a movement up towards the door.
Got it.
And then we're back to Anna.
So I am going to. Oh. Okay. So I am going to throw.
Where is he?
Oh, he's right next to me. He's at his desk.
Oh.
It's all good. I'm going to take my bottle of alcohol, kind of like throw up, or not throw up, but like fill like a line from the Wendigo to me, and then throw the rest of the glass bottle at them, light it on fire, run away.
All right, you're all running.
All right, so let me make a dexterity.
Yeah, do a
athletics throw.
dex and athletics because you're tossing it. Please don't fail this one.
10. Let me roll that. So I got 1 fail, 2 successes. So it's 1 success, but it's a very short distance, so it should make it.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Cool. And then I'm gonna light it on fire and start running.
All right. So
It's really hard to hear you while Pikmin is being really loud right now.
I know, but I don't want to be rude.
yeah, well, it's actually really hard for me to hear too.
Okay. So that is what I'm going to do. If
you succeeded.
let me go grab my damage chart, and I'll let you know what the flame does.
Thank you.
Go ahead and go. It's your turn next.
Yeah, I'm just running.
So are you just since Anna's bolted out the door, Max followed your lead, are you just shutting the doors?
Yeah, oh gosh. Sorry, Riley was talking to me.
You're good.
I'm going to run for the door and was there anything that I could put over the door to make sure that it stayed closed?
Not really.
Is it like another bulkhead door?
Yeah.
Twisted shut.
Yeah, it's not really a twisting though, it's just handles because this is just a hall door.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it's the same material as the bulkhead, which is why it was so hard for you to open.
Oh, yeah, that makes it's an old building. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely running and shutting the door behind me since I'm the last person and continuing to run.
Okay.
That.
All right. So that's Surikov. The Wendigo is going to go in for his last kill. He's already on max. So he's just going to make a brawl plus strength.
Max?
So
Michael, sorry.
Let me give you the fire damage real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So with that, the size of the fire is a bonfire. So damage.
It's a small room. Yeah.
Yeah. It is 2, or no, it wouldn't be. It would be size of torch. Bonfire is huge. So that's 1 damage. The modifier, and it's a Bunsen, or technically it's a chemical fire since it's alcohol. Damage modifier is 3. So let me roll these 3 dice. It would only be 1 damage because I only got 1 success.
Is that lethal or fire?
It'd be lethal with it being fire. If
Traeger's dead.
did he fail his roll?
I should make that roll, but I kind of just want him to be dead.
Hey, you're a storyteller. If you think he dies, he dies.
So you close those doors. You threw flames in there. You're running up the staircase. So you're running out of the lab. You are definitely bloodstained just because of the gruesomeness in the room. You're running up the steps. You're running out of the facility. You're passing just cages of corpses and blood and just bolting I'm assuming you're trying to leave the facility in its entirety.
Yeah.
No, we want to stay here. Where the Wendigo
shut up,
is.
Kaylin.
Yes,
So you're
we
running.
We will shut the outside bulkhead door and lock
So
that one.
you get that bulkhead shut and you close it. Inside, a fire rages and destroys what's left of Traeger's dream. what's left of the Dyatlov party, what's left of the experiments that the Russian government conducted here. You head for the guard tower immediately, just for some help. When you enter, it's desolate. There's blood on the ground. You know, clearly Traeger's been here.
Can I make a quick request?
Sure.
So on our way out with
Yeah.
the disposable camera, I would like to take a couple pictures.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
We'll say you took some shots just for posterity's sake. But in the guard tower, you take some shots. You get some information on like what channels to contact. You do find a little bit of gear to kind of supplement for Surikov. None of you are injured, thank God, if not really shaken up.
Yeah, that
But
somehow did not fuck up.
yeah, you get to your campsite after you really like gather some gear, you get some information. You are immediately, you know, fuck the weather. You'll camp out further down the mountain. You'll sleep in shifts. Takes you about 2-3 days to get back down the mountain. Probably 3 because you're a little slow and you're running on very little sleep. So you're a lot more sluggish.
Yep.
You get down to your contact point much sooner, so you just start hiking through the woods. So yes, you're camping in the woods. You catch your transport halfway through its journey through the woods, and they're very surprised to see you. You're in fairly decent condition, if a little more bedraggled than you should be, but you're in shock. You're not really saying much about what happened because it's all, you're not entirely sure how this would go down.
Question, who's driving the transport?
Oh, it's just one of the villagers that was paid to come pick you up.
Okay, I'm gonna like stay like right next to Max and Kov, like have them like peanut butter jelly me in a
Sure. Yep.
platonic way.
Understandable, because Max is asexual, so that's not going to do much for Max.
And I
Which
don't
you
really fancy
found out.
you as a person, so it doesn't
Nope.
really matter.
I just need friends
So,
right now.
yeah, no, you're very bonded after what you just experienced, and Anna, you had your heart ripped out, just torn apart, and then shoved back in. So you make it back to the village. You make your check-in. You eventually do get contact with the authorities. And really, there's not much you can say other than presenting photos that you get developed. And
Documents.
you show them the documents. And they are government property, so there's that. But then you show them, you know, Traeger's journal. And you tell them about Traeger. And you tell them all these things. And they do send a crew up there. They find Traeger's campsite, the blood. They investigate, you know. So they file reports of death and missing. You eventually make it.
Eye samples? Sorry.
Everything is actually, Surikov, you lost all your shit, remember? Your pack's gone.
Oh, that's
Yep,
right.
that's
I
right.
So
was
you are
found it.
dragged. No, you are. Eventually, you make it back to the U.S. in a couple of weeks. It's good to be home.
Yeah.
But in your reports of everything, almost everything regarding the experiments in the military is buried.
Damn.
The only thing that's even remotely close to a grain of truth is that Traeger went mad on the mountain due to the altitude and his obsession with his work and killed his colleagues. Somehow, the Russian authorities produced 3 bodies of Traeger's party, and they produced another corpse. And you and Traeger's family were never given the opportunity to identify the body, ever. You never, even though you were well known to be his partner. So you were told that they have bodies, but you've never seen them. Everything about the experiments is buried. All the reports you had that you turned in, all that information is immediately just disappeared from the authorities' desks the next, over time. Everything kind of gets buried. Though this was a project that was really meant for tenure, you find that you've been forced on leave, and your careers, your reputations have just plummeted with your story. You know, everybody kind of chalks it up to you went insane up on the mountain. You know, finding out that Traeger killed all these people, it drives you nuts. everybody's saying, they just went crazy. It got to their heads. She was sleeping with him. He was the survivalist. It was too much, and then Kosorokov, you're Russian. Nobody's going to listen to you because, you're Russian, Mother Russia.
Oh, fuck off.
It's a time where people aren't going to really pay attention to you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So really, you get home, your careers are destroyed, but you're safe and you're alive. And
Well, that was a shit show.
yeah, that's basically what would have happened. So
Well,
yeah.
I will definitely keep in contact with. After going through all that shit, I will definitely keep in contact with Matt.
I was gonna say you made 2 friends, but
Anna.
For life.
Yeah.
Life.
So yeah, that's it.
Hey guys, so thank you for joining us for this campaign. You've made it to the end. Let me know in the comments or via email what you thought about this campaign. I know there were a lot of kinks that we had to work out, and I'm not as familiar with this system as I would be with like say Pathfinder or Dungeons and Dragons, because I just recently got into this, but I really wanted to run a campaign. Because it was a one-shot, I was a little okay with Riley taking the reins on technical stuff. I can always rely on my best friend for that. So he was really awesome about it, and Riley and Caitlin were super patient with me for this, and that was so awesome. And it was a really fun way to spend our time, considering we were all in quarantine. We all need to be safe and be responsible adults and social distance from each other. It's our responsibility to ensure that all of us are safe and healthy at home. And I really hope you guys are safe and healthy and taking steps to keep yourself and your family safe. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and thank you for joining us for Ouija Wednesday in the House of Spoop. I hope you got some inspiration from this campaign and you go on to do your own things. And if you do have a campaign and you film it, shoot me a link. I'd love to watch it. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe if you like this video and more videos that I've done. If you want to see more things like this, please let me know. Bye, guys.